Be careful with your fingers, Josh. This is live. What is the benefit of three-phase? I think is a better way to say it. Look at this, dude. Day 2, getting this sawmill set up. It's all down there sitting pretty, but it can't run. This sawmill's tricky. It's electric. So we got to take out the spooky stuff. Phase converter, 400 volt transformer. We're gonna dive into that. Here's my go bag. Here, come in here. This is, you can run around and accomplish a lot. Impact, your deep wells, you gotta have 6-point. They're so much better. Then 1/2 inch, a socket to match each, and here's what you need. 2 Nypex, the pipe ones, the adjustable wrench, flathead screwdriver. Let me throw a Phillips in here. Yeah, just the 4-inch Phillips, maybe 1 extension. I mean, I just kind of keep replacing this one of a bunch of different bits. I love these DeWalt ones. I'm sorry, Milwaukee. I do like yours as well, but these ones just seem to, they fit really well, especially the number 2. Now I'm getting long-winded. This is supposed to be quick. The number 2 Phillips fits a Phillips like no other. It's a dream, so I highly recommend. Phase converter goes from 2 single phase, split phase from the power company, right, to your line, from your lines to 3-phase. Okay, it's a really nice one. American Rotary. Comes in, that's a 220 volt phase converter, 220 3-phase, 400 volt up voltage transformer, okay? Then you have the big switch, because this was all temporary as we got this sawmill like figured out and fixed, that we just had like a really nice heavy duty extension cord. What was the name of this stuff? My buddy as an electrician hooked us up. And so we had about a 70-foot run in 3-phase, 400 volts, just maybe the most BA extension cord ever. Coming in here, I mean, this is, I don't recommend a square D home light. That's what these are. I don't love this. I don't love the build quality of these, especially the breakers. The home light breakers are not great. We're running off 125 amp on this. It's pulling about 60 amps. To run a 15 kilowatt 3-phase, I have to close my eyes because I have to think about it. The sawmill is 15 kilowatts at 3-phase at 400 volts. When you go back and you do all the math all the way back down, that's about 62 amps running through this without load. When it loads, it'll jump. Technically 100 should be able to handle it. It couldn't. That 100 amp was not wise, so you have to go above it. You gotta have that percentage above it. So anyway, that's where we're at. We have the same exact setup down there at the lot. We're gonna just mirror this. We're gonna take this, and I have the same panel even. Again, why didn't I learn my lesson? It's because I already bought these breakers and stuff. So I'm invested into the home owner line of quality, but we'll deal with it. Okay. What I like about them though, this is, you don't see this very often. Be careful with your fingers, Josh. Okay, this is live. Coming in from the meter. This is a through box. Oh, it's so nice. I was looking for one of these without, I mean, I'm an amateur, but this is through to the house. So we got 200 main disconnect right here, goes into the house. But then my garage is just a 60 amp right here to power the garage. That's more than enough for what's in there. I could up it if I need to, but, and then the 125 is there. So we can extend it out if I want to have outside outlets. Everything's just out here on the outside. This is weatherproof, but I just love the terminals there. Off. Now it is aluminum, but it's kind of oversized for this. Copper, everything in the phase converter in the transformer is copper. We're gonna steal the conduit and everything. Okay, you guys can roast me, but this is, I mean, 3-phase, how do you make 3-phase? What is the benefit of 3-phase, I think is a better way to say it. So you have a merry-go-round, right? And you have someone standing on each side of it. That's 180 degrees on each side of this circle, and they're spinning it. 1, 2, 1, 2, and they're taking turns. You can get it going pretty good. Is that better than, compare that rather, with 3 people, 120 degrees apart. 1, 2, 3. Now they all take turns spinning it, right? There's one handle there's only one handle. So this guy hits it and the handle comes around, he grabs it and pushes it, and he grabs it and pushes it. So you're doing that. Which one is gonna spin faster? The guys with 2, 180 degrees, or the ones with 3, 120 degrees apart? The 3. And which ones are gonna be putting more effort in to create a certain speed? The guys with 2, because there's only 2 of them. So 3 can spin it faster with less energy That's three-phase power. I think that's all I could think about, yeah. So all this is as I'm doing it, I mean, we can cut this. All that's doing is you got two-phase, it's not two-phase, it's single-phase, but it's split, coming in, and you're just taking, these are capacitors, and they're just taking some of it, and they're going, hey, slow down, slow down. They're causing a delay. So you have one leg going, then you have another one going, but then they take this and they time it. So instead of going 180 degrees apart, which is like a wave sign, you go 1, 2, 1, 2, AC current. You go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So these are causing that delay. And one of those phases, remember there's only two, now you have three. One of these are a ghost phase that I can't explain really the power that it makes. It's like borrowing power from the other phases in a way, it is, but it's not, I don't know if it diminishes how much power those phases can deliver. I don't think so. But in reality, you're getting, it's a timing thing. Yeah, I think that's the best way to say it. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, like 3 jabs, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, instead of 1, 2, 1, 2. And these cause that third one to be created, but it's a timing issue. AC power is all about timing. It's when that current goes back and forth. Lock nut. Now these capacitors could have a little voltage in them. Ground them out. They'll use up the voltage, any that's in there. For some reason I feel better with no knowledge of why. Dang, we dug this deep. Huge rock right there. I win, you wretched beast. We got this separated, now we can back it up and we can pull the conduit here. Hopefully, well, Papa Bear does not like this. Let's just lower down. I'm like sweating. I'm just sweating from doing that. So we should be able to just, don't get cocky now, Josh. Those are still live. Oh, no, I am feeling cocky now. Oh man, look at that, all saved. Okay, we gotta fix this today. Look at this, dude. It's just, I think it is that filter just got clogged again. Was that in the bottom of the tank? I don't know. Oh, it makes me a little nervous. So we got a new one. Luckily you have this in line. It protects even the other fuel filter. We gotta get new fuel filters for it. So we'll pop this in. See if it starts filling with fuel here as I start it. Let's flatten that spot. What are you laughing at? We're gonna flatten this spot where the power's gonna go. Okay, here we go. We're gonna go backwards again. Obviously this shed that I built around this little power structure is engineered to perfection. You can tell by the wobbly nature of it. The skid steer is bumpy. It's a little more bumpy than the tractor. The tractor's much smoother. Electricians must have just massive forearms. Oh man, we're all set. Okay, we got it buttoned up. Got to put doors on it, get a roof on it, but essentially, we've got our 3-phase converter into our panel. I don't think that's a bad setup.